PRJ in the morning, Big East edition. I'm Peyton Poliello with my partners Jared Raji and Ryan DeTrolio. We have a great episode today. The Big East, one of the best conference in all of basketball. Ryan, who do you have winning the Big East this season?
Well, you know, Payne, I'm going to have to go with the heavy favorite every year. Villanova. Villanova's reigning NCAA champion. Coach Jay Wright always brings together a good squad, and they're always tough to beat.
You know, Villanova didn't lose much, getting back Chris Jenkins, Josh Hart. Going to be two guys that are going to be huge impacts for the Wildcats this year. Jared, you got Villanova too?
Yeah, I have the same. As you said, the players that are returning, and they also got Amari Spellman, top 20 recruit. He's just going to bolster the lineup. They're going to be tough to beat.
Absolutely. Ryan, we're going to go back to you now. Oh, well, of course, I think Villanova as well, but going back to Ryan now, your sleeper in the Big East this year.
My sleeper in the Big East is the Seton Hall Pirates. Seton Hall Pirates returning 4 starters, losing Isaiah Whitehead to the draft. But those 4 starters did score a lot of points, provided big minutes for them. Their bench is not as deep as most teams in the Big East, but I still think Kevin Willard's going to pull something together and bring the Pirates back to a deep run in the tournament.
The big question mark coming into the season for the Pirates will be who's going to play point guard. It's going to be Kadeem Carrington. That was the question mark headed in last year. How will Isaiah Whitehead transfer from being shooting guard to point guard? It worked out well for the Pirates heading back to the NCAA tournament. Jared, you're a sleeper in the Big East.
I say Creighton. Creighton got a lot of good recruits this year, and I think if they put it together and their chemistry is all good, they can make a run.
I'm going to go with St. John's. They got 2 big-time recruits headed to New York, shall I say. And I think St. John's, a team that could easily go back to the tournament this year after having one of their worst years of their entire school history last year. All right, so now we're going to move to more getting away from the teams to go into the players. And Ryan, your Big East player of the year will be?
Payne, my Big East player of the year will be Josh Hart, who was a reigning first-team All-Big East last year. The only player on the Big East first team that stayed in college, so I think he has a huge advantage being a veteran on the talented Villanova team. He's going to lead his Wildcats back to another tourney run.
Jared.
Exactly what he said. Josh Hart, the only player returning from the first team, he's just going to run away with the player of the year.
Absolutely. Josh Hart, fantastic player. He almost won it this year. Chris Dunn ended up winning it over Josh Hart and Isaiah Whitehead. I think it will be a close race between guys like Josh Hart. I think Angel Delgado will have a good year for the Seton Hall Pirates as well. And there will obviously be some sleepers like there are every year in the Big East. And going to the sleepers like we did. Ryan, sleeper player of the year.
Sleeper player of the year, I'm going to have to go with, as you said, Angel Delgado. Angel Delgado is a double-double machine for the Seton Hall Pirates. He does lack a jump shot, but in the paint, he is a beast. He can control the boards. He can control defense. If he gets that elbow jumper in, he's going to be a dominant player.
Jared?
Shamori Pons. I mean, he's a freshman, but as you said, St. John's had one of the worst years in school history last year. He's going to have to do everything for that team, and he's going to score a lot of points.
I know a lot of people are going to disagree with this. Kyron Cartwright from Providence College. He's going to be the only point guard on that Providence roster, I think, right now. And Ed Cooley has done a great job finding superstars that people didn't really think would be. I think Kyron Cartwright will have a big-time season for the Friars. We're going to go into one last question, and that's going to be your Big East first team. Ryan.
My Big East first team, I'm going to have to go with, at the guards, Maurice Watson Jr. from Creighton. My other guard is going to be Josh Hart. He's kind of a guard forward. My center will be Angel Delgado. The forwards, I'm still pondering who's going to be there, but maybe Cole Huff from Creighton. He had a big East tournament last year, even though in the one game scored 33 points on 7 for 7 from 3. And
Chris Jenkins?
Yeah, I'll go with Chris Jenkins. Chris Jenkins, one of the best shooters in the conference.
Yourself, Jared?
Shamori Pons, I think, will actually make the first team as a freshman. Josh Hart as a forward, though, with Edmund Sumner being on the first team as a guard. And then I like Angel Delgado. And then at the other forward, I could see Chris Jenkins also.
I'm going to go with Kyron Cartwright, Edmund Sumner, Josh Hart, Chris Jenkins, and Angel Delgado. That's my Big East first team. The Big East might have lost a few players in Chris Dunn, Ben Bentel, Isaiah Whitehead, Henry Ellenson, but it's still going to be an entertaining conference. From the Big East Network, I'm Peyton, Ryan, and Jared. Thank you.